Hey everybody, it's Tia DeLore. Sorry, I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm so tired tonight. It's only after 9 o'clock and I've only been awake for like 6 hours, but I'm tired today for some reason. It's probably the heat outside. But here I have Sarah Renae Clark's color cubes. I do have the 4th color cube and the newer cubes sitting over there. I'm not going to go through that one because I have it organized a certain way right now and I don't want to mess that up because that is the cube I have been working on to finish. These ones are a little bit more easier to go through because this is cube 3 and I've already finished this whole cube. These are cubes 1 and 2 from the original cubes 1 and 2 before she remastered them to look more like this and using a new coloring system. I still haven't finished these ones. I still have about this many to go in this cube and about the same for this one. So I probably won't go through those ones just because they are the older cubes. I might see maybe for my birthday this year in what is it now, August, in about 3 months or so, maybe I'll order the new volumes 1 and 2 for myself as a birthday present. And then I don't know after that, but for volumes 3 and 4 I find they're really pretty. She cut the box down instead of like the older cubes because they were harder to get out of the box, the cards were. So she totally dismantled her old cubes and came up with a new design. Plus they're wood now, not pressed. I think she said it was like pressed paper or something they made these ones out of. So these are more sturdy. But this cube has breathtaking sunsets. You can see the cards, how pretty they are. These would be perfect for if you were doing some blending or using the neon glow effect, to know what colors blend well, because they do blend pretty well if you put them together. But they are really pretty. Which I'm thinking of doing if I can get around to it and not want to take a nap. A tutorial tonight. Can we stop clawing the chair? William! Thank you. I know you're trying to act like I can't see you. Cats. The second category in this one is coastal views. I used all these cards when I was using them all on some of the mandala books I had completed over this past year. You can see some of them in my recent flip throughs with my finished coloring books. It took me 3 videos, but I uploaded all the coloring books I had finished with quick flip throughs of all of them over the last, I think it was 4 years. I kept saying 3 years, but I believe it was 4 because I think I finished my first full coloring book in 2022, if I remember right. So, but this gives you an idea. Floral arrangements for this one. These are really pretty too. These ones may blend a little bit, but they're not going to blend completely smooth like other ones would from the sunsets, just because blending, it's easier if you pick colors that are similar not colors that are way different like that. So in the recent book I did, Cozy Jobs, like that one would be a good blending one. I had done another sunset, and I used, I think it was dark purples, reds, and oranges and yellows, and they turned out really good. And this one's interior design. These ones were a challenge to put together a mandala because they were a lot of the same browns and greens and blues, and I don't know, I didn't have fun with this category as much as I had with the other ones. I like more vibrant, bright, bold colors like the last three categories had. This one was a little tougher to get through. I mean, I got through it, but it was a little tougher because all the browns and stuff. This one's Majestic Mountains. This one was pretty. I really enjoyed this category. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of blues and stuff, but they all blended. Well, didn't. I'm not saying blended, but they all worked well together in the mandalas I was coloring. A lot of the blues and stuff were far enough apart, if I can talk tonight, that I didn't have to use same colors over and over again like I did with the last category. So I find the more colors that are different, especially like coming to this category, Neon Glow. This one was really fun. The more you keep your interest in a page you're working on, especially if you're using color cubes or color palettes versus trying to use your mind to pick what colors to go with an image. Some images I can just go ahead and no big deal, no problem, and put together a picture, but mandalas, I don't know why I struggle, but I'm glad that there's these color cubes, because my goodness, I would be sitting there forever. This one was fun, Sugar Rush. We got a whole bunch. This category kind of made me hungry. I haven't had donuts or any kind of sweet treats except keto ones for a while. Like, I've been wanting a donut for so long. And when I had pancakes, I'd be doing keto pancakes. And they don't taste bad. It's just having a real donut like that is kind of way better than having a keto donut. But I mean, I've made like keto cheesecake and different things, and I actually like it better than regular cheesecake, but that's just me. Retro Flare, this one was a little different too. For a while it did take some struggles to get through because of all the browns and similar colors. It was fun. It's just sometimes I wish there was a little more difference in some of them when it came to certain colors. Again, I did finish the category. It just took me a little while to get through the category because of all the similar colors. Like, you can see the golds and the browns and the blues, they all kind of same. Rainbows is this one. I wish, like, categories like retro flair or interior or something like that had smaller amounts of cards, or categories like this, like there's only 15 cards in the rainbow category. I mean, there's so many different shades of blues and pinks and purples and different things. You could actually have more cards in these categories and make it more fun. I mean, I wish there was more cards in this category. And this one's Fancy Foods. This one was a fun one too. Because, I mean, there's so many different colors when it comes to food. It made it unique and different to have so many different cards that had different colors and shades of colors instead of the same old browns and blues and golds like some categories. I think that's why I got frustrated on volume 1 of the old cube, because it was a lot of holiday cards, and when you got to the Valentine category, it was just like the same pinks, the same reds, the same purples, and it just would get frustrating. And this one's Beautiful Birds. This one was a fun category because, I mean, birds come in all colors. So if you're on the fence of getting these color cubes, I'll tell you, they are worth it, even if there is some categories that are kind of eh. I mean, I like the birds, I like the food, I like the rainbows, I like the sweet treats, I like the neon glow. I wish there was more cards in those kinds of categories because they're just so fun. Or birds. There's just so many more fun colors that you could do with those categories. Especially neon glow. That one was just really fun. I mean, it brought me back to like the 80s and the 90s when I was growing up, and we'd always have our school dances, and they were like retro, crazy, neon, whatever. Because I was in high school in the 90s, and where I grew up, we were always a little behind the times when it came to getting out of the 80s, because we were still rocking 80s stuff even in the mid 90s. So, like scrunchies and slouch socks and whatever. So anyway, those that don't know too, this is always the front of the card will have some image and then 5 colors or 6 colors and then the card number. On the back, the way that they have it is they'll have the name of the color, and sometimes the name doesn't match the color. But they'll have the code for, like, I think this is the website, like if you're designing a website code for colors, and then the different shades. Now she does have the color companion. There is a free version of it. Honestly, I tried the color companion, but to me the colors weren't 100% accurate to the actual Ohulu markers, because that's what I was comparing them to, and it just made no sense, so I went back to just using my swatch sheets. It is good for pencils and stuff, but I think it would be more effective if the colors were more close to the actual marker color instead of what was on the companion. But don't get me wrong, I do appreciate all the work that Sarah and her husband put into the cubes and put into the color companion, because I'm sure they're helping somebody out there. I'm not going to do a complete flip through of all the other cubes, because like say these are the old cubes that can't be bought anymore for volumes 1 and 2. They've been totally remastered. I'll try to put in the description all the cubes and how many cards are in each cube, because I know at one point they broke it down to how many cards were in the old volume 1 that were redone and distributed through the 4 volumes that they just released of all the new cards and codes and colors. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, Sarah saying they used the old red, blue, green system when it came to getting the colors for this one. But when they went and remastered it, they started using the CMYK coloring system, which is used for printing. So that might be where the computer's probably getting confused too, with markers and pencils versus colors on a computer. I'm not sure though. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not no tech wizard. I'm just a colorist, artist, comic book maker person. That when I got my comic books printed, I self-published them, and a company did all that for me. I just sent them the stuff and they printed it for me, so I didn't have to deal with that. But anyway, I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to see if I can attempt some kind of coloring tutorial for you guys. I'm not sure what yet. It's been a long weekend. It's been hot outside, and I'm almost tempted to kick back and play video games, but I want to see if I can get the energy to do a coloring tutorial too, because I know yesterday all I did was coloring tutorials, or not coloring tutorials, but coloring videos in regards to certain topics people have been asking me about. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'll catch y'all in the next video, and thanks for watching.